Microphone check, 1, 2, what is this? It's your boy Uncle Sneaker with some more sneaker business. Rest in peace, Fife Diggler. Long live a tribe called Quest. Those internetos, what's really good? It's your boy, Uncle Sneaker. Now, if you mess with me on IG, you remember this summer how I had to get a little political about sneakers. And we had to get underway with the souls over souls movement. And we did our thing this summer. Nike and even Michael Jordan had to step up and say, hey, listen, we support our consumers. We don't agree with actions that are occurring in the country, and we stand by our consumers. Now there's a big brouhaha, not just a brouhaha, but a brouhaha. And I'm gonna focus on the haha. But the brouhaha is over New Balance supporting Donald Trump, supporting President-elect Donald Trump. And people are saying, man, I'm gonna throw away all my New Balance. Wait, hold on for a second. I don't agree with a lot of the proposed policies of the president-elect. And to find out that New Balance supports Donald Trump seems a little disheartening. But I don't want you burning your sneakers because there are far too many people in this country who don't have shoes to wear. I'm talking about homeless people. I'm talking about poor people. So before you decide to burn your sneakers because you're pissed at New Balance, I hear you on that. I hear your anger, but wait a minute. Hold on for a second and think about the people who might benefit from a pair of shoes you are ready to discard. You are ready to totally give up on. Think about the statement that it would make for all of America's homeless people to be wearing New Balance. Keep in mind now, New Balance is one of the few sneaker companies, maybe the only one actually, whose product is still made in the USA, in this country right here. It's made in the USA, it's made in UK, and yeah, it's made in Asia also. But just think about that for a second. Think about the quality of the shoes that you can get that are made in the USA. So hold on for a second before we get all crazy and we start burning our sneakers. All right, because there are tons of people who don't have a decent pair of shoes to wear. All right, if you've seen some of the footwear that homeless people, I can't front. I've seen some homeless people with some heat on. That's no lie. I've seen some homeless people rocking some heat. But all jokes aside, before you burn your sneakers, think about donating them to people who could really use them. And the statement that would make to see poor people and people that are on the edge of poverty, as the New Balance Army. Let's think about that for a second. Listen, if you are burning your New Balance sneakers, then you probably want to unsubscribe to this channel right now. That's fine. I don't mind that because I'm gonna do a whole bunch of New Balance acquisition videos. All right, because I support New Balance. Now, New Balance supporting President-elect Trump, I don't have anything to do with that. But I support New Balance. I support Americans working. I support American jobs. All right, so you're gonna see a bunch of New Balance drops from me real quick, just to let you guys know that, hey, listen, we consume Nike, we consume Adidas, we consume Jordan. And at what point do we demand that these companies respect us and serve us, the consumer? When do we make that statement and say, hey, listen, you owe something to me for all the money that I've given to you? All right, when do we become investors instead of just consumers? Think about that, my internets. Think about that real quick. Shouts to New Balance for bringing this shoe back right here. The Mt.Rainier. I wanted to call this the 710, but this is the father of the MB 710. They did such an incredible job on this shoe, Los Internetos. I mean, at first I wasn't I was like, all right, hold on for a second. Let me just tell you something. I was extremely, extremely excited to have this shoe. No question about it. Haven't seen a shoe in this level of construction in a long time. I mean, specifically done as the OG shoe was, which is the components. Vibram outsole, okay, and Gore-Tex insulation there. Gore-Tex lined, all right? At first I was like, oh man, the leather is not as supple, the leather is not as ill as no, this leather is ill. All right, I've been wearing this shoe for about 2 weeks. I've been wearing the shoe straight since it touched down. You know, a couple of days I might have put some other shoes on, but I went right back to this. I'm wearing the shoe pretty much exclusively right now, and it is fantastic. And just from 2 weeks of wear, the leather has already begun to soften up and just begun to take the shape around my foot. So if you got a chance, if you got an opportunity to get these in your area, HL Rain OG, the Mt.Rainier New Balance Sport Hiker, you get a chance to get these, internet's definitely cop. This is insta cop right here. I'm talking about don't wait for the first markdown, none of that. Insta cop. Get this shoe ASAP. ASAP like Rocky. All right. The leather, okay, D-ring setup for your flat lace there. Just a clean look. Nothing crazy going on. Nice leather end on there. No 3M behind it. Like, this is real deal. This is real deal stuff. They could have done to put a 3M behind it for your nighttime hikers. But, I mean, they kept it OG. I mean, that's what it says on the box. All right? Mt.Rainier OG. It's definitely OG build. Yeah, really appreciate New Balance for doing it like this. All right, so one of the best made shoes is made by a company now that you're no longer fucksing with. Really, internet? Really? You're gonna disrespect your feet? Don't do that. You may not really fucks with the personality of the president-elect, but don't make your feet suffer for that folly. Real talk, all right? Let's see how this thing shapes up with President-elect Trump. But do not waste your New Balance by burning them. Please, donate them to a local homeless shelter. Donate them to a local, I was gonna say soup kitchen. That's crazy. But a homeless shelter where those shoes can definitely be put to great use. All right? And those of you still fucking with the N, make sure you get this shoe right here. I'm telling you, this shoe is not just Sneaker Fiends Unite, it is Boot God approved. That's the level that it's on. All right? Sneaker boot. And I don't even fuck with sneaker boots. I don't even fuck with sneaker boots. But this shit right here, I fucks with.
Styles is what I have. You wanted just to fight for, but you still don't know the half. I sport New Balance sneakers to avoid a narrow path. Messing around with this to catch the size of them.